Only a small selection of non-specialist hand tools are required to fit our FrameFit products. To calculate the FrameFit components required, start by closing the door and measure the gaps around the perimeter between the frame and the door edges and between the door bottom and the floor. It is best to measure the gap at the top, middle and bottom of the hinge and closing sides and at each end of the door bottom. Then calculate which combinations of low modulus seals are necessary, allowing for the 1.5mm of high expansion seal top layer to bring the gap down to between 2 and 4mm. Of course, if any gaps around the door are compliant, you do not have to add any FrameFit components to that part of the door. After lightly sanding the door frame to provide a key, remove any dust and greasy deposits using the alcohol wipes provided to clean all surfaces where FrameFit is to be applied. Measure the door frame and then cut the required lengths of HE and/or LM seals to suit using a sharp blade or scissors. Remember, only low modulus profiles are used in a bottom door seal. Starting with the top corner of the door head, peel off the adhesive backing tape located on the back of the first LM seal and firmly press the seal to the frame. We suggest also applying pressure with a roller for a smooth finish. If you're fitting more than one layer of FrameFit, apply the thickest seal to the frame first. For example, LM 5mm before LM 3mm and LM 3mm before LM 1.5mm. Finally, repeat the process with the top layer of the high expansion seal. Using a nail gun or the metal pins provided, fix through all layers into the frame as tight to the top corner as possible and then at regular intervals. We recommend fixing the pins in pairs. This is especially important at each cut end. Repeat the process for the hinge side of the frame. This will most likely just be a layer of 1.5mm HE or LM depending on where the existing smoke seal is positioned. Before repeating the process again on the closing side of the frame, remove the metal latch plate which will be reapplied once the high expansion seal has been added. Please see our separate video on the process of doing this. It's often easiest to leave a little excess length to the seals and trim the bottom edge in situ for a perfect fit before nailing through all the layers as before. Close the door and check that you are satisfied with the new gap around all sides of the door. Finally, we recommend wiping down all the new surfaces with another of the supplied alcohol wipes before attaching the completed identification label to the door. A data pin can be drilled into place where indicated on the identification label. Data pins provide fire door and maintenance traceability, giving a responsible approach to improving the standards of building safety. Our especially designed colour-matched finishing caulk and pin head coverings can be applied to seamlessly blend the appearance of the FrameFit to the door frame if required. The fire door is now ready and safely compliant. If the gaps around the frame are uneven, please see our other video addressing how to deal with uneven gaps.